Hi guys, welcome back. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mums or acting mums out there. Today's video is inspired by Mother's Day. I'm actually filming this on Mother's Day. My mum was originally going to be away on holiday, so we didn't have anything planned, but she's come home early. So this is kind of a last minute idea that you can do for, birthdays or some sort of event or just a girls' night or date night, whatever it is. So essentially it's a take on Belle and I's video that we did with the Bob Ross tutorial, only on a smaller scale. So I bought these small canvas things, they're just really thin, for some future art project that I decided I might want to do one day, because I really wanted to get back into art. Not that I'm an artist at all, but I do enjoy doing art. And I thought this actually I could use today because I have enough for a few people. And yeah, I thought we could try a Bob Ross tutorial but miniature. I also bought like these tiny little canvas stands. I only bought the one because it was just for myself, for my own pure amusement, but how cute are they? So the supplies for this pretty much cost, well, if you don't have anything, I don't think it would cost any more than like $15 per person, or maybe a little less, maybe around $10, depending on what supplies you have. I have a lot of just cheaper, like smaller paint brushes and like paint supplies, just acrylic paint, nothing special. Nothing that I have is of any real, I suppose, quality. Like it all works fine and it's like good paint, but it's not something that I have gone out and spent a lot of money on. So, sorry, there's a little spider just crawling up my window there. Hopefully it's a money spider. Anyway, so yeah, the supplies that I have are only from like Kmart or, you know, smaller little trinket shops and things like that. Nothing that I have is of any particular artistic value. So yeah, it shouldn't cost too much. And if you have a lot of the paints and things, I think all it would cost is the price of the canvases, which the ones I found were $2.99 and you get a 2-pack in there. So I bought 4. And so, you know, you might only have to spend $3 just to get the canvas. Obviously, I think the little easel was $2 or $2.50. So if you do want to splurge and go for a mini easel, you can. And then I also figured we would probably be doing this on the floor or like a kitchen table or something. So I did just buy a plastic party tablecloth for $2. Even though it is, I do have acrylic paint, so it is water and washable. So if you don't want to, you know, buy a plastic party tablecloth, you don't have to. That's just something that I bought because I was probably going to plan on sitting on the floor in front of the TV to do this one. And then all we're going to do is pick a YouTube tutorial from Bob Ross. There is more than just Bob Ross out there. There is actually quite a lot when I went down a little rabbit hole of looking at some of the artworks that he's done that like might be fun to do. But yeah, there is a lot out there. I just think that, you know, Bob Ross, for this sake of this video, is, you know, pretty well known. So everyone sort of knows who that is when I say a Bob Ross tutorial. But essentially it's just a painting tutorial. He goes through how he does it, we copy along, and hopefully it comes out looking like something in the end. So when Belle and I did this, we did not have like his particular paints. We didn't have like the size, I suppose, of paint brushes on like the larger size paintbrushes themselves, not just the amount. And we didn't have the little scapula. Is it a scapula? No, that's your shoulder. Spatula? Yeah, spatula things. Scapula. Don't even ask. I don't know. the little spatula thing as well. So it was fun because of, I think, how unprepared we were for what it was. So essentially, yeah, we're doing the same thing but mini today, and I think it should be good fun. Let's get into the video anyway, and thanks for stopping by. So these little packs are quite affordable. I don't know exactly how much they are, but I think they're about $5. And then you can just buy like the packets of paintbrushes. Obviously this is not all of them, it was just there to take my little photo. And you can buy packets of paintbrushes and the things together, these, what are they? Paint tray things. You don't necessarily need any of this, like the paintbrush is obviously in the paint, but you know, if you've got cardboard or something, you can just pour it out on the cardboard or use the lid of the paint tray, depending on what you want. So here's one of watercolor that I've found. I paid $7.50 for the watercolor. Renault Art, I don't know if it's particularly good brand, but the paper for the watercolor was nearly $10. So maybe it's a more affordable but better quality paint. I'm not sure, but I don't think I paid this much even for the Kmart ones, but $7.50 for the whole lot of paints, and you get a big thing of white too. But this is sort of what I've accumulated over the years, and then after Belle come up to do ours, some of this is hers as well. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff in there. Nothing is particularly, you know, fancy or anything like that. If you go the bigger ones, they may cost a lot more per paint, but they're going to last a long time. So these ones here, like that one's upside down, $4 a thing, but I don't think I spent more than like maybe $5, $6 on that little packet. These ones, oh, they've all fallen out, but yeah, they're nice and cheap from Kmart, so you don't necessarily need to spend, you know, $50 on paints. Hey guys, so checking in at the end of the day. The painting thing, I can definitely say, was a success. I mean, my artistry not so much maybe, but definitely the nights. I definitely suggest, if you have something that you want to do a night in with, whether alcohol is involved or not, this is definitely a great idea. It was so much fun trying to do everything on a smaller scale, because then I didn't need any bigger brushes or anything like that. So the cheaper, smaller ones that I had worked fantastic for the smaller canvas. And it was just a fun time that we could sort of spread out. Didn't take up a lot of space. We just did it in the living room. Like I said earlier in the video, I had a party, just a cheap tablecloth that was plastic, so that worked great to protect the furniture. But yeah, it was such a really good time and something easy that you can definitely do. And if you have a lot of people involved in this night in, or however you want to do it, it definitely is very accessible for a lot of people. We didn't need a lot of paint at all. It took like the bare minimum. We put way too much paint in all of our trays, but you know, live and learn pretty much. But learn from my mistake. It takes the tiniest amount of paint to fill up these tiny little canvases. So you'd nearly only need that one thing of paint for at least, you know, 10 people plus, probably, for the amount that we used. It's definitely a great idea, especially if you do have a bigger party, because it doesn't take up a lot of space. So something I will be keeping in mind for the future, and many different ways that you can go about actually executing that. So whether it's a painting tutorial on YouTube, perhaps you just paint your own, do your own thing. You could maybe set up stations where one person has a color and then they add a little bit each time, or you pass the canvases around so that everyone adds a little bit to the picture, so that every picture is completely different but that everyone's contributed to. However you want to do it, maybe it's for a theme or like a baby shower or something, maybe they have to paint each other's pictures or something like that. So it's very easy to change up the sort of style and setting of how you want this session to go. If it's just informal, it's definitely a lot of fun. It's a great night. It was a success. I hope you try it. If you do try it, please let me know how it goes. Thanks so much for watching this video though, guys. So I'm going to leave it off here. I hope you have a good time. I'll see you in the next one, and please like and subscribe, and definitely leave a comment down below, especially if you try this little paint at home situation. Anyway, have a good night, guys, or good day wherever you are, and see you next time. Bye.